The release of GPT-4 is rapidly approaching. GPT-3 was announced nearly 2 years ago, in May 2020. It came out a year after GPT-2, which came out a year after the original GPT paper was published. If this trend continues across versions, GPT-4 should be available soon. It isn't just yet, but OpenAI CEO Sam Altman stated a few months ago that GPT-4 is on the way. Current estimates place the release date between December 2022 and February 2023. The release of GPT-4 is rapidly approaching. There have been several leaks from inside sources indicating what the capabilities of GPT-4 will be. Many are even surpassing what has been rumored throughout the past few years and what I've been reporting on. And this brings me to today's sponsor, Skillshare, which couldn't be more of a perfect partnership due to its beginner-friendly artificial intelligence classes. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for aspiring developers and creatives. Explore new skills and deepen existing passions. AI models such as OpenAI's DALL-E 2 can be used by anyone with a little experience in machine learning, which is one of the many topics on Skillshare, along with web development, search engine optimization, entrepreneurship, and more. My personal favorite class and the one I recommend for making use of this video's topic is the Artificial Intelligence for Beginners. Tools to Learn Machine Learning class by Alvin Wan, which tells you everything you need to know about creating and then optimizing your models by understanding the importance of model complexity. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, and they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. Skillshare's entire catalog of classes now offers subtitles in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and German. Skillshare offers membership with meaning. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. Invest in yourself this holiday season. Take advantage of Skillshare's best deal of the year. For a limited time only, use my link to get 50% off of your Skillshare subscription. This isn't like other Black Friday sales you're seeing. It's not about more consumption, more stuff, more clutter. This is about you, your passions, curiosities, your creative spirit and growth. About doing something for yourself all year long. Welcome to today's episode of AI News. In this episode, I will talk to you all about the leaked abilities of the next GPT, whether or not it will pass the Turing test, and finally, what impact it will have on society itself. Despite being one of the most eagerly anticipated AI developments, there is little available information about GPT-4, what it will be like, its characteristics, or its talents. Altman had a Q&A last year and offered a few indications regarding OpenAI's plans for GPT-4. He urged participants to keep the information private, but 7 months is a realistic time frame. One thing he confirmed is that GPT-4 would not have 100T parameters. As I predicted in a prior video, such a big model will have to wait. It's been a while since OpenAI disclosed anything about GPT-4. However, several innovative tendencies gaining popularity in the field of AI, notably in NLP, may provide us with hints about GPT-4. Given the effectiveness of these techniques and OpenAI's engagement, it's conceivable to make a few reasonable predictions based on what Altman mentioned. And they certainly go beyond the well-known and tiresome technique of making the models bigger and bigger. Given the information we have from OpenAI and Sam Altman, as well as current trends and the state of the art in language AI, here are my predictions for GPT-4. I'll make it obvious, either explicitly or implicitly, which are educated estimates and which are certainties. In terms of parameter size, GPT-4 will not be the largest language model. But hear me out. That's a wonderful thing. Altman stated that it would be no larger than GPT-3. The model will undoubtedly be large in comparison to past generations of neural networks, but size will not be its defining attribute. It'll most likely be somewhere between GPT-3 and Gopher 175B280B. And there's a rationale behind this choice. Until recently, NVIDIA and Microsoft's Megatron Turing NLG held the distinction of the biggest dense neural network at 530B parameters, already 3x larger than GPT-3. Google's Palm currently owns the title at 540B. Surprisingly, several smaller versions that followed the MTNLG achieved better performance levels. Bigger does not always imply superior. The availability of superior smaller models has two ramifications. First, Businesses have understood that using model size as a proxy to increase performance isn't the only, or even the best, way to go. In 2020, OpenAI's Jared Kaplan and colleagues discovered that when increases in computational budget are largely spent to growing the number of parameters, performance improves the greatest, following a power law relationship. Google, NVIDIA, Microsoft, OpenAI, DeepMind, and other language modeling businesses adopted the instructions at face value. However, despite its size, the MTNLG isn't the best performer. In reality, it is not the best in any one category. Smaller versions, such as the Gopher, 280B, and Chinchilla, 70B, which are just a tenth the size of the MTNLG, exceed it in every category. It's clear that model size isn't the only factor in boosting language understanding, which takes me to the second point. Companies are beginning to question the bigger is better assumption. Having extra parameters is only one of several factors that might increase performance. And the collateral harm, for example, carbon footprint, computation costs, or entrance obstacles, makes it one of the worst criteria to consider, while being incredibly simple to apply. Companies will reconsider developing a massive model when a smaller one might provide comparable, if not better, outcomes. Altman stated that they were no longer concentrating on developing models that were exceedingly enormous, but rather on getting the most out of smaller models. Researchers at OpenAI were early supporters of the scaling hypothesis, but they may have discovered that other unknown avenues might lead to better models. Multimodal models are the deep learning models of the future. Because we live in a multimodal environment, our brains are multisensory. Perceiving the environment in only one mode at a time severely restricts AI's capacity to navigate and comprehend it. According to recent reports, GPT-4 will make use of that incredible human talent. So, what do you think GPT-4 will be like? Please tell us your opinion in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Thank you for watching AI News. We report on the most recent news all around emerging advances in artificial intelligence, technology, longevity, and robotics. We hope to see you in the next video.